Hey, I'm David.
And I'm Kelly. We're both recipe developers and we met at America's Test Kitchen. And David, I must say, we make some pretty epic meals together.
Oh, for sure. Kelly and I have a pretty good flow together in the kitchen, I'd say. Kelly loves to dip her pizza in ranch. When I say dip, she slathers it all over the top and it's like a wild,
it's just barely
wild person.
It definitely took some time to get the hang of it, but we've gathered some great tips along the way and we'd love to share them with you. Hold still.
All right.
What's going on over here?
I don't know. I got confused about this last time too. So today we're going to be making a tomatillo salad and some minute steaks. These are perfect to pair together for a really quick and easy weeknight meal.
This is definitely something we might throw together after a really long day at work, and it just comes together in a flash. The minute steaks are thinly pounded, there's a rich and savory mushroom gravy, and the tomatillo salad is bright and fresh, and just a surprising way to use the raw fruit.
And both these recipes are Kelly's, so you know they're going to be absolutely delicious.
Thank you, David.
Let's get cooking.
So we'll start with the tomatillo salad.
So jar of cilantro, dill. Can you hold these?
Yes.
Thank you. What else do we need?
The chives, I think, are in those bundles.
All right. A jalapeno, right?
Yes, or two. Okay, I think that's it.
Oh, mayo.
Yes,
Forgot
the
mayo.
So we'll need some herbs for the dressing, as well as that mayo, and then the star of the show, of course, tomatillos. Let's start by husking these.
Sure.
Want a husk?
Yeah.
All right, this is a whole heaping bowl of tomatillos, so over a pound.
Just peel off the skins?
Yeah, just peel off the papery husks. Is it just me, or did you ever think these meant little tomato?
No, for the longest time I did. I always thought when you get fried green tomatoes, that's what these were.
They're in the same family, they're in the
Right.
nightshade family, but they're more closely related to like a ground cherry, a little more tart and dry with some seeds in it.
When I was working with these as well, I was making a salsa verde. So we had a bunch of tomatillos, but I'd sneak in every morning before anyone got there and just steal all the really ripe ones because they're a lot easier to deal with.
That explains why I'd come in and I would have all the unripe tomatillos and be struggling, and David would just be like husking batches and batches of them. How do you feel about taking care of the dressing?
Yeah. Let me wash my hands and then I can start on the dressing. So for the dressing, we're going with all those herbs, right?
Yep, all the herbs and then the mayonnaise and the jalapeno as well.
Okay. And they're going in a blender.
Yes, it's all built in the
Let me
blender.
Find the blender. All right, looks like I can steal this one for now.
Yeah.
All right, so I got some cilantro, some dill, and chives, right?
Yep, that's perfect.
Cool. Just use the whole cilantro. I'm not gonna pick anything here.
Yeah, I feel like for blender recipes, stems just have so much flavor.
I know.
We're actually gonna blend some tomatillos into the dressing. So
Oh,
that's gonna
okay.
add like a natural acidity, basically. I'm gonna quarter you a couple of these guys.
Perfect. I got some dill
Nice.
going in.
You can see these are pretty seedy. And then while you continue doing that, I'm gonna just thinly slice the rest of these and that'll go into the salad.
Oh, so that'll be the ones we're eating.
Yeah, the salad portion,
Great.
exactly. And I'm gonna get rid of these husks. Usually David and I like to have one person kind of in charge of cleaning up while the other's prepping, and that just helps with keeping the station clean. And then later when we eat, there's no dirty dishes piling up, so just gotta sit down guilt-free.
I'm gonna get some chives going. Do you know that paper towel trick? I think
No.
it's Thomas Keller.
Okay,
Made it popular.
for Thomas.
But he essentially takes a little roll of damp paper towel, wraps it around the chives, and it like kind of keeps them all bundled together. Because sometimes when you're cutting like green onions or chives, they get like just spreads out everywhere, right?
Like Edward Scallion.
Yes, exactly. So I think this is just to help keep it all together.
Okay.
And you can get some really just clean, easy slices out of them.
Like a little tuft of grass. David does this really cool kind of backward cut on the chives, which is something he taught me, and it just gets a really clean cut without bruising the chives up.
Do you like how thin and small my chives are?
Those look perfect. I hate to say you will be blending them up.
That's
so
right.
A+ for effort.
So I guess it doesn't really matter, but
That's
here
all
we
right.
go.
It's the thought that counts. I'm sure Thomas Keller would be proud. I like to dilly-dally and chat, and then David just like throws it together. So that's the vibe today. Jalapeno.
Yes.
Okay, you ready for it?
I'll take
Okay.
this one. Thank
Fine.
you.
All right. I'll keep going.
I think we usually de-seed these jalapenos at the test kitchen, but because we're making this for ourselves, I'm just gonna toss the whole thing in, get a little spicy.
Lucky for you, the recipe is for a spicy ranch, but I've seen David definitely sneak in the seeds.
Oh, yes.
Even when it doesn't call for it.
When I develop recipes, and if there's any chilies or jalapenos in them, even though we usually call to de-seed them, what I'll do is slowly ramp up the spiciness. So I might de-seed half of the chili, and then the next time de-seed nothing, then the third time throw in an extra chili.
Like more and more, yeah.
More and more until people start to break.
David, this is perfect.
Lon, are you one of the victims?
Victims. I won't tell the rest of the team.
No, please do not tell them. I'm gonna finish this guy up with some mayo. Let's get some mayo in here.
Awesome, yeah.
I'm also gonna get some spices.
While you do that, I'm actually going to macerate these. So salt and pepper, I guess treating them like a fruit, just infusing some savoriness and sweetness, and then also drawing out the moisture.
Can I try one right now?
Actually, yes, I have one that's not super tossed yet. Might be a little salty. What do you think?
Oh, they're pretty intense.
Oh yeah, that's tart. Oh,
Yeah.
that's really tart.
They're a
actually.
little tart and like a little tannicky.
I feel like a little bitter too.
Mm-hmm. So got some granulated garlic in here. That feels right. Pepper and just a little bit of salt. And I think that'll be it for the dressing, right?
Yeah, I think the mayo will make it super creamy. And just,
Yeah, with the mayo and garlic and all these like herbs, got kind of like a ranchy thing going on, right?
Yeah, it was definitely spicy ranch inspired, and you know how much I love my ranch.
Oh, yes.
So
Kelly loves to dip her pizza in ranch. When I say dip, she slathers it all over the top, and it's like a wild,
it's just
wild
barely
person.
enough. I feel like, look, it has a cooling effect. I mean, I know you're a crust dipper, but I'm like whole pizza.
Almost 90 seconds, right? To really get this thing broken down. Sorry, am I missing
Okay.
something from here?
Is it too chunky? Oh, the tomatillos.
Oh, the tomatillos, that's right. All right, how does it look now? It's good?
That's perfect. Yeah. That's
All
perfect.
right, nice and smooth.
And those chives look perfect.
Yeah, thank you. Should we give it a taste?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you. There
Time
you go.
to see if you snuck an extra jalapeno in there.
Wow, that's delicious. Super creamy, but you got all those herbs as well.
Yeah, and I get that brightness from the tomatillos for
Definitely,
sure.
and the heat comes in a little.
So we'll set all of that aside in the fridge until we're ready to plate and assemble. And in the meantime, we can get started on our steaks.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dijon, thyme, mushrooms.
All right, steak time?
Yeah. Here we have some top round.
Oh, top round today. Bringing out the fancy stuff for me.
These are a little bit more affordable cuts of meat, which is always a win, I feel like. No touchy. Part of the treatment is actually to pound these out thin, and that really breaks up the fibers and just makes everything more tender.
How thin are you going? These are already pretty thin, right?
Yeah, these are 6-ounce cuts. These were cut from a roast. I actually want to go pretty thin, so 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch.
Okay,
As
so we
thin as you
gotta
can get.
beat it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, weapon of choice.
A rolling pin, interesting.
Yeah. Well, look, small people like me, we need as much help as we can get, and the rolling pin just gave me more leverage when developing to like swing from up high
Oh,
rather than the meat pounder. It's like you got to use the upper body strength.
it's pretty hefty. It's a good call. Some plastic down.
Yeah.
Let
Cool.
me see you do it first.
Okay, I go up high because I am like, I try to use as little arm strength as I need to. So this really gives me, but you could gently.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, that's looking pretty thin.
It is a very cathartic experience.
Yeah. Yeah, therapy and thin steaks. It's perfect. So the steaks are all pounded out, and now we're gonna actually treat them further and do a little baking soda bath.
Oh, nice.
So for that, we'll need baking soda, water, and salt in a large bowl. And I will, in the meantime, work on ingredients for the gravy, which we'll pour on top of the steak.
I got some baking soda.
Yeah, remind me what exactly that does. You're this food science expert, I guess.
So the baking soda actually raises the pH of the surface proteins on the meat, which means that when we cook them, the fibers of those proteins aren't going to bind together as tightly. So when we eat it, it's going to feel much more tender.
Oh, interesting. Did you add the salt?
Yeah, I put in some salt. That's just to add flavor, right? Like a brine.
Yeah, I guess when I was developing this, I called it like a solution or a bath. So it's like both a brine and a baking soda solution. Although sometimes I've made the mistake of adding too much baking soda and then everything's very bitter. So
Yes, you gotta be careful for that. It can happen.
so while you are brining those, I am actually going to prep some mushrooms for the gravy, just thinly sliced. I know how much we both love our mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms are such a good way to just add so much umami and flavor to a dish.
Yeah, so I would just toss that until all the liquid is absorbed and everything's coated.
So I'm gonna let this hang out a bit
Yeah.
out here. Let it do its magic. While you're chopping those, I'll work on the sauce then.
Yeah, the liquid part would be great. One thing David and I like to do is to have one person remain at the board chopping while the other person might run around grabbing stuff from the pantry or the fridge. And that just lets you have a good flow in the kitchen. So you each have your own stations and you can move a little more quickly.
Yeah, we don't usually cook steak at home much, right? This seems kind of like a treat.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like when we cook a regular full-size steak, we always have like smoke in the house. You have to quarantine the cat. With the minute steaks, I realize there's a lot less smoke since you're just flash searing everything.
All right, so for this, I'm gonna add some beef broth, right?
It'll really add to the beef flavor for those cuts of meat.
Got some Worcestershire sauce going in. A decent amount.
Always a mouthful.
Ooh,
to
hello.
say. David likes to add liberally. I'm more of a measurer for sure, but I'm just going to turn a blind eye. And don't worry, if you want the exact measurements, you can check out the recipes on the America's Test Kitchen app.
A little Dijon as well. Fancy stuff.
More liberal. Okay. Mustard does help emulsify, so any could work, but I feel like the fancy stuff is always worth it for the pan sauce.
Sure. And then finishing this with a little salt and pepper. Yeah, and I think I got everything in there, right?
Yeah. Similar to the pan sauce vibe, we'll add some shallots as well. I'm gonna hand you these shallots. These are just finely chopped. Just adding.
No.
Oh, not in there. You're right. Sorry.
No.
That's okay. Fine mesh strainer. Oh my God. I don't know my own recipe anymore.
But what we do need in here is thyme,
Yes.
right?
Yes. I was just stalling. This was my way of avoiding this task. Okay. This, am I allowed to add in?
Yes, please.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfect.
That is allowed. No more straining.
All right, this now I can set aside for later as well, right?
Yep. Perfect. So the steaks have been hanging out, and I'd say we're ready to dredge them now.
Okay, let's do that. All right, I got my half cup of flour here. This should be enough to cover our 4 steaks.
Perfect, yeah. So I'm gonna start by patting them dry, and then I'll hand them to you to dredge.
Yeah, here you go.
Longest paper towel in the world. One thing that David and I like to do is to have one person sort of handling the wet ingredient, and the other person does the dry part. And that just keeps David from having like gummy, sticky fingers. We've had too many sticky fingers from the tomatillos, so not the vibe right now. Ready?
Yep. This one. All right, we got our steaks dredged. We're going to let them hang out for about 5 minutes or so.
Just until all that liquid's absorbed. And in the meantime, maybe we'll reset, and then you seem passionate about the steak, so do you want to sear them first?
Yeah, I can sear them.
All right.
So how long are we cooking each one of these?
Well, like the name says, just a minute or 2 on each side.
Oh, so that's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that they were originally from the Revolutionary War dudes, the Minutemen. You know them?
No.
Oil's shimmering, just starting to smoke, so now's the perfect time to drop our steaks in. We'll go 2 per batch here.
All right, yeah, those are gonna go fast, so I'm gonna get you a platter.
Great, thank you. The top round's a cut from the hind leg of the cow, so it usually cooks up really tough, but because we did all these treatments, we got the pounding and the baking soda, it's gonna cook up much more tender, which helps a cut like this for sure. Oh yeah, they're getting a nice browning on there, that nice crust. This is gonna make for a really nice steak. I'm gonna pull them, and Kelly, if you don't mind tenting them.
Yep, I got you.
I'm gonna go in with a little more oil, get that heated up, and then we can drop our second batch in. So our last batch is ready. They got this nice brown crust, just like the first batch.
Worthy of a minute man, I would say.
Just resting, tented up here.
Here, awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Move it over to the side. So while you assemble the sauce, I will grab serving platters for us and also finish assembling the salad.
Awesome. That'd be super helpful.
Yeah.
I got my butter in here and I'm gonna add my shallots. We're building the base to our gravy here. It's gonna go on top of our steaks and gonna be absolutely delicious.
Big bowl coming through.
Oh, yep. So my shallots are softened now, so just gonna pop all my mushrooms in. We're going to let these cook down and release a lot of water and start to soften.
And while those are cooking down, I'm going to finish tossing the salad.
Perfect.
So here I have some butterhead lettuce. Also, the tomatillos have a macerating, and you can see there's some liquid that's pulled at the bottom. And that just is all the liquid that's been drawn out.
Can I try one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, compare that to what I had earlier.
Here with you, too.
Oh, whoa. They're much more mild now.
And I feel like texture softened up, like those sort of, like those thick skins have broken down a little bit.
Yeah.
Also just love this sort of stained glass effect. And I'm just gonna drain off that excess liquid now.
I'm adding a little flour in here. It's gonna cook off, and once we add in that liquid, we're gonna get a really velvety but slightly thickened texture of the sauce, which is gonna be great for clinging onto the steaks.
And in the meantime, I'm gonna toss together the salad, and I'm using a little bit of that residual liquid just to coat the leaves slightly.
And then here goes in my liquid. So I'm gonna slowly mix that in. And once that comes to a simmer, I'm gonna let that go for a while.
We're very close, so I'll start portioning out the steaks for us.
Sure.
Just one for you?
We'll start with one for now. Might come back for another. Oh, this is starting to smell so good.
Someone's hard work of picking the time seemed to have paid off.
Yes, I appreciate that. This gravy's nice and thickened. It's gonna be perfect. Bring it over.
Generous on the salad for you.
Yeah. Keeping these lettuce leaves whole.
Yeah, I really like a sort of kind of a fork and knife salad. I feel like most salads are kind of overdressed or chopped too fine and they start to break apart. But these leaves are just sort of a vehicle for cradling the tomatillos.
Oh, yum. Yeah, I feel like these are going to match super well together. And you finished these off with pepitas, right?
That's right, yes. The pepitas are just gonna add some crunch, and also I'm all about that monochrome look. So you got that green on green on green. Pretty much ready to dig in.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Oh, nice and pink on the inside still. Just
Yeah.
perfect. Cool. Big bite.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow, that is super tender. Soft bite.
It's nice and juicy and flavorful. Really came together in a flash, in a minute, as they would say.
Cheers. Oh, it's so good too. Oh my goodness. Both are home runs.
I love that the tangy salad just really offsets the savory steak.
Yeah, it really works great together as a meal.
This is perfect for a weeknight, I feel like, especially since we're chefs and we cook all day. This is just something I could do with my eyes closed, get back home.
But it still feels like really like fancy almost.
Yeah, definitely like a treat,
Yeah.
for sure.
Always enjoy cooking with you.
Thanks, David. All right, cheers.
Cheers.